Hey guys, so here's how to add basically 2 terabytes to your PlayStation. You're going to need a Windows computer, a USB, the 2 terabytes, a screwdriver, an external hard drive, the PlayStation, of course, with the controller. Make sure it is plugged in, and the monitor to the PlayStation. Alright, put the USB in, then go to PlayStation.com, select Help, System Software on the right side over there, then PS4, and you're gonna see this, so just scroll down until you see the complete system software file. So that's the one you want in order to do this. Make sure you read the download requirements and instructions thoroughly. It's not complicated, but you still want to make sure that you follow the instructions properly so you don't end up with problems later. There are error messages that can occur, as you see there, but nothing too crazy. If you need more instructions, there it goes right at the bottom of the site. But as it shows, if you see the download instructions, you want to create a folder name, PS4, and then inside that folder, you want to create a folder name update. So you're gonna put that on the external drive or USB, whatever you're using. Then after you do that, you're basically going to download the file that's numbered 2, okay? And when you download that agreement, terms and agreement and the software, you're going to save that file in the update folder named the file name there. So you really could just copy and paste that, honestly. And that part will be done. So as you see here, I basically put the file name, the folders, and everything it said. So make sure you plug in the external drive before you get started on this part. All right, let's get started. You're going to power on the PlayStation, go into settings. You want to scroll down. It's going to be application save data management. So you're going to select that, save data in system storage, then copy to USB storage device. Make sure you select everything. You don't actually, I'm not sure if you actually have to do this step per se, but this is basically what I did, so yeah. So I selected all and then I copied it over. This part doesn't actually take that long, so regardless, it's not too bad. After that, I went to Systems, and then I scrolled down to Backup and Restore. And then I am backing up the PS4 data. So click yes, yes. This has to basically load, so just give it some time, and then you'll see it kind of light up and everything will be checked, and then you'll be able to click next. So just waiting here. And there we go. So once it highlights, then you can go ahead and click next. As you see, that's the description. You're gonna back it up. Go ahead and back up, and as you see, once it does that, it does say that it is going to restart. So don't be surprised when it does that. And then just let it start the preparation for backup. All right, so go ahead and click OK, and then it's restarting. Once it does that, it's gonna power back on. Just FYI, the backup can take anywhere from 2 to 3 hours. I obviously cut it short just so you guys can get to the point. But once it's back up, just make sure you turn it off, power it off, so we can move on to the next steps. All right, it's PlayStation time. So we're gonna remove, actually, it really just depends on your PlayStation. So you kind of have to look for this. And once you find it, then make sure you look at the screws. You want to remove the screw. It should be something like this. So just take that out and then pull and tug on that until you remove it completely. Sorry guys, I'm using one hand to pull this and one hand to record, so excuse me. You want to make sure that you're placing it correctly. So I just laid them side by side so that way I know which way to place it. You're going to see 4 screws on, well, 2 screws on each end, totaling 4. So you want to remove that, which I basically did. So when I went to put the new one in, I didn't put, you know, 2 screws on one side and 2 screws on the other. I actually did 1 on one side and 1 on the other because it's actually thinner. So this just made it easier to line everything up. Then I placed it back in. Make sure you have the USB or external drive, whatever you're using, plugged into the PlayStation when you power it on, because that's what it's going to be installing. Make sure that all the wires connected properly. You're just gonna click kind of through this. We're not actually setting it up, so we just kind of want to click through this really quick. Click next. Let it do its thing. And like I said, you're gonna click through these processes. So you want to click setup later. Don't worry about connecting this at this point. Bam, we made it. We're not done. So you want to plug in the external drive where you stored all your data, and you want to restore that data. So you're going to go into settings again. Over there, I missed it. Coming back. All right. Then you're going to go, you want to go to system. Once you get to system, you want to go to backup and restore, and then restore PS4. Select the file, and then restore that data. So if it took you 2 hours to back up, 2 or 3 hours to back up, obviously the restore is going to take you just about as long. So this all should take you about 4 to 6 hours in total. So you're just gonna let it do its thing, basically restore all your data back to this. Obviously I cut it short since I'm just doing a quick YouTube video for you guys. Sign in and you are done.